Assalamu Alaikum everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope you're having a wonderful day. So in today's video, I want to share with you how much I have received in dividends and rental income this month. I'm going to show you every single company that paid me in this month, how much I've been paid and so on. But before we do that, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. My name is Mahmoud. What I'm doing here is to share my journey with you guys. I've been sharing this for about 2 years now, and I'm going to continue doing this inshallah in the next few years, inshallah. And yeah, so that's what we're going to do. But if you look at the portfolio right now, and if you're looking at this and thinking, what the hell is going on? All right, this is not some sort of a prank, okay? I'm gonna explain it. Right, so as you can see, this is not my portfolio. This is not actually the only companies that I own that's in my portfolio is Broadcom, Microsoft, and that's about it. So I was just browsing around on Trading 212, which is basically the company that I use for my to buy stocks and so on, right? And what I noticed was I actually created, so it allows you to have a basically practice account before you even create one, before you start putting money in, right? So I remember, I completely forgot there was a practice account, and I remember using this in 2020. So in 2020, around June time, I actually created this portfolio. And at the time, obviously, I was still learning how to use the software and all of that stuff, right? But look at this. So I'm so surprised. Like, I put in 7,600, right? And I think it gives you like a 50,000 limit to do the practice one. And the return is actually not bad, 23%. So it would have beaten the markets basically for the last year and a bit. And guess what? AMD of all companies, and I think at the time I had them in my main portfolio, because I started buying this company when it was like $40 per share, and I sold it when it got to about 80 or 90 or whatever it was at some point, right? So I doubled my money and then I moved on. But look at this, actually up 23%. And guess what? Let me just show you when I actually bought this. Actually, this is not real money, by the way, it's practice, right? So 12th of June 2020, I bought those 10 shares and they were 54, let's call it $55 per share. And right now, as we speak, it's actually closer to that, right? So just $9 difference, right? So yeah, basically this is the practice account. Apple, as you can see, not doing great. If you bought it at the time and still holding it, 5 shares of Broadcom is actually done better than the one that's in my portfolio, which is a surprise. Let me actually see how much it was at the time when I bought it. Oh, 300. I wish I bought it. Do you know what? At the time, it wasn't in my portfolio, so I was an idiot. I knew about the company. I didn't buy it at the time. FedEx is, I think, since became non-compliant because of the so much debt and so on. Look at this. I'm really surprised. Even Nvidia of all people. I mean, everyone else is down on Nvidia, but at the time when I saw, I think this is probably at the time I sold it. 362. This was before the split, though. Okay, this was before the split. So the 5 shares I bought became 20 somehow because of this split. So there you go. That's the practice. That's not a real account and is actually done all right. So let me now switch to real money. Okay, and that is my Trading 212 ISA account, if you like. If you don't have Trading 212 and you're looking at I think they're still taking people. They will put you on the waiting list and somehow at the end allow people. So they recently, some of you have signed up using the link, so thank you for doing that. And if you haven't signed up yet, maybe it's a good time to do it. I like the platform. Some of you actually asked me recently why I use Trading 212 and not other accounts like eToro and so on. I'll be honest with you, I don't know much about eToro, but I like the platform. I like how easy it is to use. The app is actually quite good. The browser version is really good. You can do a lot of things like the pies and so on. I don't have pies, but you can create different pies for different sectors and so on. It is quite nice. It's user friendly, and the cost wise is almost non-existent. So that's why I use it. And inshallah, that's what I'm going to continue using for at least a couple of more years and then see what happens. But the family account is in the interactive brokers account. Okay, right, so what are we doing today? What we're doing today is to share with you guys how much I've been paid this month, month of December, in dividends, what companies paid me, how much they paid me, and so on. But before we do that, I just want to talk about generally dividend side of things. So this ETF, okay, SCHD, is not Sharia compliant at all, but I wanted to see some of the companies in this portfolio, in this ETF, include Broadcom, Cisco, Home Depot, and IBM, and basically Coca-Cola, Lockheed Martin, Merck, and so on. So, right, a lot of them are dividend paying stocks. So if you compare this ETF against the S&P 500, it actually outperformed the S&P 500 by quite a lot, because the S&P 500, as we know, is down 20% for this year. But when you look at this company, this ETF is actually down only 6.5%, which is quite nice. And when you look at the whole basically sector, when you look at the whole basically the S&P 500 generally, you can see the sectors that outperformed this year was energy. And energy has actually done the same thing last year as well. So last year they were up almost 55%, and this year up 31%. Unfortunately, if I had them in my portfolio, I'm sure I would have been up a lot more than right now. And the worst performing sector for this year is consumer discretionary. Okay, and you can't expect that, because as soon as people start talking about recession, what do? They stop going to Starbucks, they stop going to Home Depots and renovating their houses, or anything that's discretionary, they just get rid of, right? Right, so that's just to kind of give you an overview of the markets. Let's get started on the dividend side of things. So in this video, I'm just going to talk about the dividend side of things and the rental income, and then the next video will be just to go through the entire portfolio. And I'm actually making quite a bit of changes this year, so I'll let you know what the plans are, because there were a couple of companies that I had a question mark on. So I'm definitely getting rid of those companies and replacing them with a more high quality businesses and so on. So stay tuned for that. I will be sharing that with you very soon. So if you still haven't liked the video, please do so when you can. Okay. Right, so the first company we look at is Unilever. At the time when I got paid, I had 70 shares of this company. Right now, I think I've got 75 or 77, whatever they are. They paid me £26, which is actually quite nice. So that was at early December. Then Visa, I own 10 shares, and they paid me about £3. Now, Visa, I've kind of neglected this company for a long time. So this company is now one of the companies I will be talking about in the next video when I do the whole portfolio. So stay tuned for that one. So they paid me £3 and 12 pence. UPS paid me for 17 shares that I own at the time. Right now, I think I own 20. They paid me £18, which is quite nice. Cummins is another company that I have not touched for a long time. 15 shares. They paid me £16 and 42 pence. Next one in J&J, one of my favorite companies. I've had this 27.2 shares for a very long time right now. I don't want to average up a lot. I've done that recently with Broadcom, and I don't mind, by the way. One of you asked me recently, what do I average up sometimes? Yes, I do, because when you dollar cost averaging, and even if your companies are up, if you're buying a little bit more here and there, sometimes you average up, sometimes you average down. Okay, so it all depends. So my strategy is to buy and hold for good quality companies for a long time. And if that means I need to buy more shares of this company in a higher price than actually I paid initially, then obviously so be it. Okay, so £21 and 52 pence is what they paid me for this month. Microsoft, another company, 15 shares. They paid me over just £7. The next one is Amgen, £10 shares. They paid me about just over £13. The next company is 3M. I think right now I own 30 shares of this company. I'm averaging it down because I'm down quite a bit. The company has a lot of issues and a lot of things going on, so I'll let you know exactly what my plans are. I think some of you probably already have an idea, but they paid me almost £29, which is very, very good for 1 quarter. Okay. The next one is PPG. This company, I own about 13 shares of this company. They paid me $5.62. The next one is S&P Global, a company that I will be talking about more of the next few videos, but I only own 4 shares of this company. $2.36 is basically what they paid me. RB is the next one of the really lovely companies. I do really like this company. For whatever reason, I've not actually This is interesting. They're supposed to have paid me. Okay, so I'm still waiting. I think they probably will pay me tomorrow. So this has not included their prices. Sorry, this is not included in my overall dividend. So I'm still waiting for them. So I'm recording this video on the 2nd of, well, I'm recording it today. I'm going to release the video today as well. So I'm waiting. Hopefully when the market opens, either tomorrow or next day, whenever it opens, I should get paid. So I'll let you know exactly, but I haven't included and I needed to record this video. So I'm still waiting for this one. The next company is Home Depot. I own 12 shares, 12.2 shares. They paid me £16 and 30 pence, which is quite nice. Home Depot seems a little bit pricey right now, but I would love to own more of this company. Next one is a company that I'm definitely getting rid of as soon as it gets to a level where I think I can sell it, because I'm down almost £1,000 and I'm not selling it right now. It became non-Sharia compliant a while back. Okay, we're waiting for the next earnings report, something good news to happen, so I can either break even or get closer to that. But at the time I had 51 shares. Right now I think I've got, I don't know, 60, 70 or shares, whatever it is. £18.24 is what they paid me. Qualcomm is another great company that I own in my portfolio, 23. Obviously the earnings are expected to come down, and that's generally what's happening in the semiconductor companies, but I'm gonna hold on to this one. 23 shares right now. I think I own 25 right now as we speak, but 23 at the time when I got paid, and that was £12 and just £12. Okay, Public Storage is the next one. 6 shares right now. I think I own 8 shares because I bought 2 more shares recently. This company, to be honest with you, out of all the REITs out there, this is my favorite, and this is the one that has less debt, if you think about it. Yes, in terms of growth side of it, they're not gonna 10x in the next couple of years, but they pay solid dividend. They are growing their revenue, and for that reason they have a low debt, and for that reason it will be in my portfolio, and I'm happy to own it. And now one of you have actually recently said stuff about this company that is not great, blah blah blah, but in my opinion, and that's again my opinion, I do like the business. I do like what I've seen so far, and I will continue to hold on to this one. Right, Broadcom is the next company. I absolutely love this company. I bought more of it recently. They paid me £16, just over £16 for 5.3 shares that I own. Union Pacific, one of my favorite, 12 shares, and they paid me about £11. And then it was the Islamic ETFs, the world. At the time I had 23 shares. They paid me £8. So this ETF pays twice a year, May and November. So this is the November paid, but it came in just basic beginning of December. For whatever reason, actually they used to pay in November, but I think is they paid this year beginning of December. So that is all the companies that paid me this year, and RB that I'm still waiting for. But without RB, so far I have been paid 230, basically let's call it £233, which works out to be about $281 that I've been paid in this month. And that is money that I received without having to do much other than buying quality companies and holding them in my portfolio. The other thing I've been tracking as well is my rental income. So for the month of December, alhamdulillah, there was nothing to be fixed, no repairs, okay, alhamdulillah. So for that reason, I've been paid the full rent after I paid for my maintenance fee and all of that stuff. For those who are new to the channel, I do own a basically 1-bedroom apartment in the UK, in Leicester, and I paid it in cash. If you haven't seen that video, go and watch it to see the breakdown. And they pay me £448.80 every single month, and the money that basically I get paid here goes straight to the family account, which is Interactive Brokers, and that money, to be honest with you, has generated now more money. I have not touched since October and April up until now. Every single penny that I've been paid here went straight into that account, and is now that portfolio is up about 6 to 7% this year, which is really good. So the money that I've been paid is now generating more money, and I'm hopeful that will continue. And my plan for the next, basically this year, hopefully, is to add a couple of more rental properties, as well as increase my dividends and so on. So the plan is, InshaAllah, one day to live off my basically income, my passive income, if you like. That's the plan, InshaAllah. Okay, so December 2022, I've also been paid the dividends that you've just seen. So £681. Okay, let's call it 682, right? That's how much I've been paid in passive income this month. I bought the property, I don't do anything. Alhamdulillah, the company collects that money, the management fee company, I pay management fee. This company collects the money, sends it straight into my account. I don't deal with the person that lives in the property. My dividends is in the brokerage. Basically, as soon as the time comes, they pay me, they goes straight into that account. I don't have to work for it. If I can, inshallah, in the next few years, okay, can basically get at least to £2,000+ every single month in rental income as well as dividends, then I can look into retiring early and just enjoying time with my family and so on, and do the things that I want to do with my life, inshallah. So that's the long-term plan. So we'll see, inshallah, how that goes. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a couple of more things since this is the end of the year. So for almost 3 years of investing in the stock market and investing in this dividend paying stocks, first year I was paid £163. Then last year was £558. Right now, £1,162 basically just for this year. I was expecting December to be the highest, but I'm still waiting for one more pay, so they probably will be the highest, right? But December and September are the highest month that I get paid. Again, this is basically the compounding effect is actually starting to, and as you can see, every single year this thing is increasing. If I can get 2,000 next year, and I don't know, 3,000 for the following year, whatever it is, I'm going to continue investing in high quality businesses that pay me some sort of a dividend every single year and increase that dividend as they go along. That's the plan. So inshallah, that's the long-term plan. We'll see how it goes, but that's how much I've been paid. And in total, since I've started investing, basically I've been paid 1,884. Okay, just in this brokerage, by the way. I'm talking about just in this account. In the other accounts is slightly different. Okay, so I had when I first started, I had a HL1, and for that, and then I've sold everything in there and put it in here. So before I sold everything in there, I used to get some sort of a dividend from different companies and so on. But there you have it. I'm trying to be transparent. I'm trying to inspire as many people as out there. That's what is possible. This is real money. This is not fake. I'm not making things up. I'm not hiding anything. This is, if you go into the account, you can see this is my ISA account. Okay, that's that real money sitting there. There's a practice account, which I showed you early. Every penny that I've received this year, I've shared it with you. Watch back the videos from day one. Every single company that I've bought and sold, I've shared it with you guys. And I hope that helps you guys to kind of get inspired and get started in this journey, okay? Because this is going to be a long one, and this year, obviously, last year has been very difficult, and I'm hoping this year will be slightly easier. But we will talk about the macro, basically the economy side of things in the next couple of videos. I hope you enjoy the video. Have a wonderful day. Assalamu Alaikum.